Okay, first of all, real proud of our team. That was a hard fought victory. It was really close right there at halftime. I think we missed the field goal or had it blocked and all that. They had a little momentum even though we were up. Our guys came out ready in this second half. They put the game away in the third quarter. Defense got off the field. I think we held them to 73 yards in the second half. They were 1 and 10 on third downs. The offense scored the 2 touchdowns, 2 huge drives right there, and really took the game in control. And then obviously getting down there, big key in the game was they got down there, we had them stopped, we got a 15-yard penalty, pushing the quarterback late, and they got a false start, moved it back, and we held them, I think, to a field goal right there, and that was a huge deal. And then the offense, just putting the game away, I think did a great job. JRP and the seniors, I'm real proud of those guys. JRP was 23, 27, 253. Had a large yards rushing. RJ Harvey once again answered the bell. We had an injury up front. We had another musical chairs day as far as up front. But overall, we're bowl eligible. There's been a lot of ups and downs this year, but our guys have kept battling. I'm real proud of them for that. Now we have a little momentum. You go to a bowl, you get the practices, everything with that, and we'll get ready for our bowl. Questions?
Coach, you mentioned the momentum. It was pretty bleak at the beginning of Big 12 play with the 5-game losing streak, but to finish the way you did, 3-1 to become bowl eligible. How important is that?
Yeah. I mean, we had a couple big moments. We had some really, really tough moments. Probably as many tough moments I've had in my career in one season. But our guys, give them credit. I mean, they just hung in there and they kept battling. And first year in the conference, and we're one of the new kids on the block and able to be bowl eligible. Obviously, in the big picture, we're not satisfied with how everything turned out, but we are happy. The first year we went to a bowl, and now we need to focus on winning that bowl and get some momentum, going into next year. Now we got our feet wet. We kind of understand the league a little bit better, and we'll be ready to go out and recruit. We got to keep our top players first. I mean, that's where really it starts. So we'll be working hard on that the next week or so, and filling in the pieces, and then we're set up to have a really good high school class signing. We just got to finish the bell and get done here.
Gus, what is a bowl win in general? What does it mean for the program? I mean, you talked about the first one in the Big 12, but what is it overall? What does this mean for you?
Well, it would mean a winning season. It would mean momentum going into next year. It's just all of the above. I mean, it's really a big deal for us. Obviously, we saw it the other way. We had a pretty good season last year. We went to the conference championship. We had some quarterback injuries and stuff like that. We didn't win. We went to bowl. We played a really good team, and we didn't win. And, it kind of took away a little momentum in the offseason. So, we're just tickled to death. I'm happy for our guys, and I want them to enjoy this. We'll come back tomorrow, and we'll kind of regroup, and hopefully we'll know pretty quick where our bowl is and all that. And we'll start focusing on our opponent, and we'll start focusing on recruiting.
Coach, one of the mottos you've had throughout the year is that good teams get better late, heading into the bowl game and all that. You mentioned also getting your feet wet in the conference. You feel like you got better late, and what is the lesson you think you
Yeah,
learned
I mean,
most?
I think everybody saw 2 weeks ago here, we played our best game of the year. So this team is capable of playing really good. And, we had a tough one last week, but they're a pretty good team. You go on the road in this league, I mean, and like I keep saying, I mean, we need some kind of an award or some kind of plaque for as many sky miles as we had this year. Our players, we need to put something up. But we just didn't get it done last week. But hey, this is a one-game season. That's what we talked about all week. It's a one-game season. And let's send these seniors out that have been so monumental in getting us to where we're at, getting us in this league and everything that goes with it, and let's get them to a bowl.
You praised the seniors more about John Rice Plumlee, and he protected the ball today, no turnovers.
Yeah, no turnovers. I mean, you watch us. I mean, we're pretty good on offense. We're top 10 in the country on offense. When we don't turn the ball over, we got a chance to beat anybody, and today we protected the ball.
With where you were a couple months ago, I mean, to stay together as a team and get bowl eligible, how big is that for this team's story?
Yeah, it says all about our leaders and our players. I mean, coach is coach, but what keeps it together is that leadership and that closeness in that group. They deserve all the credit for getting us to this point, to give us a chance. A lot of teams would have folded tent. They would have had guys that went in the portal and would already left, a lot of dissension. And New Age college football is a challenge when things go down the wrong way. And hats off to our players. They deserve a lot of credit. They deserve all the credit.
Gus, barring a BYU upset at Oklahoma State, there's
that's one of the positives. There's no doubt. I mean, that's one of the positives. New kid on the block doesn't get any favors. Whether it's schedule, whether it's travel, whether it's replay, whether it's anything, and you got to earn it. And so, we earned the right to go to a bowl. That's pretty good.
How efficient were some of these seniors today? John Rice, you mentioned fairly efficient. Kobe Hudson having a career game as well.
Yeah, those are real guys. They came out. Colby's been banged up the last 2 weeks just getting to the game. He's had a hamstring, and R.J. Harvey's another guy. He's been banged up. We've been trying to get him the game, and of course he's turned into one of the best running backs in the country. I think everybody sees that. He's special. Our offensive line's kind of been mix and match, but they battled all year, and so overall it was a good day.
Considering the struggles of last week and the first half this week, was there a thought at halftime about a change in the kicker spot?
We did talk about it, but Boomer has been really instrumental. He won the Boise State game. Okay, you can't lose sight of that. And kicker's a lot like a golf swing. All right, if you ever played golf and for whatever reason, man, you lose it. So he's lost a little bit of that, but that's our job as coaches and my job to get him ready to go again because he's an outstanding kicker. So we'll see. Went out at halftime, watched him kick right there. He'll be back. He'll be back better than ever. The good thing is we got a couple other really good kickers too. But nah, I decided not to make a change, but we did talk about it.
Coach, obviously the defense gave up the early touchdown. What was it that kind of helped them lock in and finish strong for the rest of the game?
I think we started pressuring them a little bit. There's always a feeling out time. And then we got to the quarterback, and how about Jason Johnson, man? 100 tackles again, back-to-back years. I think he had 100 tackles the third year in a row. That big sack right there, that was a huge play in the game. Put them back, and of course they kicked a field goal, but that was a huge momentum play in the game. If they would score a touchdown, they were down 3 or 4. If they would have scored a touchdown, it'd have been a 10-point game, and you get that feeling again, like, and so that was huge, and hats off to Jason Johnson.
Was there something you guys did in the second half that you guys were able to capitalize on defensively? Able to maybe to shut them down?
Yeah, we kind of had a good plan of what they were doing. We were pretty thin in the secondary. Braden Marshall went down the first series, and Jira wasn't able to play. He had a back issue that he dealt with earlier in the week, and it was kind of next man up. And Drop really played good. He was in the backfield harassing the guy, and but it was just more mixing up and trying to get him behind the chains.
This time of year, coaches hear their names all over the place in connection to different jobs. How committed are you to staying right here?
Yeah, I'm going to be the coach here. I love it here. And obviously we had ups and downs, but this future's bright in this place. Everybody knows it. The way we're recruiting. Today was big. There's no doubt. Today was big. That you go to a bowl, you get a chance to win a bowl, but there's great things ahead. We had some growing pains this year, but that's behind us. You learn and you learn from it, but I'm real excited about the future.
Coach, now that the season is finally, the regular season, what is the legacy that you want to leave for these seniors? Like, what do you think they've done for the UCF program?
Well, you saw it today. They've done everything to keep this thing together, to keep that boat afloat. There's a lot of boats around the country in college football that are on nosedives, and they don't recover. These guys deserve all the credit, and that's really a tribute to them, and that's what I remember about this team.
Last one. R.J. Harvey, 136 yards, two touchdowns on the day. With those touchdowns, he's now tied for the second most rushing TDs in the season at UCF. Just describe what's it been like watching him this entire season. What does he mean to the team?
Yeah, I've been real blessed to coach some really, really special running backs, and he's starting to get in that category. He is. He does a lot of really good stuff. He plays without the ball. He's got great lateral quickness. He's a big-time running back.